Ladies and gentlemen, Pistol Pete Mitchell here, coming to you live from the Coral Springs Gymnasium in Coastal Championship Wrestling's Oktoberfest. Our main event for the evening, a taped fist match. Loser gets fired between the challenger, Brother Bruno Sassy, and our current heavyweight champion, Antonio Banks. Bruno, you won the toss. What are your thoughts on tonight's match?
Well, you know, it's this is the kind of matchup I've been looking for almost 2 years that the organization's been open. I've been looking for a heavyweight title shot. I've been given one. Me and the Big Two have won the tag team titles before. This is a title I have not held. But as you know, and many other people do know, I'm no stranger to being heavyweight champion. No stranger to it at all. There's many people I've faced in the past and many people I'm going to face in the future. Because I don't have any plans on losing tonight. A lot of people out there know that there's guys like Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig that I've wrestled. A lot of people know I've wrestled Mick Foley. But tonight, I'm wrestling Antonio Banks without a doubt. One of the best athletes, one of the best wrestlers the state of Florida has ever seen and will ever see. That's why he's the champ. But tonight, I'm going to take it to him.
So it sounds like you've got some unfinished business to take care of.
Without a doubt.
What do you have to say about that, champ?
You know, it's difficult for me because early on in my career, Brother Bruno Sassy was one of the individuals that extended a hand to me and helped groom me and help me with my training. And he told me a long time ago, he said, work with everyone and align yourself with no one. And I guess he meant that obstacles like this would be easier to deal with. On the one hand, regardless of what he may or may have not done, I respect him a great deal. However, this CCW heavyweight title was my first heavyweight championship title. I've held all types of titles, but that's my first heavyweight championship title. And while Bruno and I may have our differences, tonight that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that I retain this title at whatever cost, by any means necessary, because I am the CCW heavyweight champion. I walk in this building with that title, and I'll walk out of this building with that title, because somebody wins, somebody loses, and the loser loses out.
Loser gets fired tonight. CCW Coastal Championship Wrestling. Questions from our audience.
Yeah, I got a question for Antonio. You're facing a guy with 3 times the experience you have, 3 times the knowledge. Lately, he's not the same Bruno Sassy you know. If you ain't got what it takes, you think you're going to have a surprise for him?
It's a very good question. Yeah, he's got 3 times the experience. And while he has taught me quite a bit, I'm sure he hasn't taught me everything. No, I'm not expecting the Bruno Sassy that most people are familiar with, because he hasn't, as you said, hasn't been the same Bruno Sassy. But I've got a few tricks of my own. So what I may lack in experience, I make up for that with my intensity, with my dedication, with my desire. And I think, quite frankly, the longer the match goes on, the worse his chances get. Because what I lack in experience, I make up for my endurance, my physical ability. So, you know, I guess, you know, he gets to check in the experience column, but I get to check in the endurance column. We'll see how that works itself out.
This could definitely go either way, folks. There is no time limit on this match. Also, no disqualifications. Anything goes. Question.
Antonio, it's undoubtedly known that you are the current CCW heavyweight champion since your first major title. But Bruno, being a 15-year vet, with the rumors around that loser leaves town, and they're looking at you to leave, what do you have to say to that?
Well, first of all, it's 17 going on 18 years of experience. I've been in the state of Florida a long time. This is where I broke into the industry. This is where I'm going to finish in the industry. Tonight's not that night. I know what's on the line, okay? I know that loser is out of here. Winner keeps it. Both of us have stepped in that ring. One of us leaves out the front door. The other one leaves out the back door. I'm going to throw everything I've got at Antonio Banks tonight. I'm going to open up the war chest, and I mean anything goes. I'm going to bring the kitchen sink. I'm going to bring the wrenches. I'm going to bring the hammer. I'm going to bring everything that I know everything that I have tonight. Because if you think that I'm going to leave CCW, you got another thing coming.
Now, I heard a rumor, Bruno. Now, I know the contract's been signed, but I haven't seen it. But now, being you said that 17, 18 years in the business, you've been everywhere, you've seen it all, you wrestled everybody. If you do lose, if it's possible and you do lose, does this mean retirement for Bruno Sassy?
You know, Pete.
You might want to take a few more minutes to think that over, because that's definitely something that you should consider.
You know, a lot of people don't know this, but when the contract was signed, one of the stipulations from CCW was that if I lose this matchup, then I'm going to have to retire from the sport of professional wrestling, not only with CCW, but everywhere. A lot of the guys know that I do wrestle for other companies nationwide. I've already let them know about the stipulation for the night. They're all very well aware. Once they found out and it hit the internet, then there was calls made. You know, it's not something that I just stepped into. I knew the stipulation of what retirement means. And there's some people that flew out today just in case, you know, for some reason or another I can't pull it off tonight. There's some people here that have never seen me wrestle that have come in. We got all the members of Fight Off the Slam in the back just in case this is the last time. You know, before signing the contract, you know, I had to sit down with Big Till, Dan, my wife, my family, and we considered, you know, what would happen if I lose tonight, and the only way to get this matchup was to put my career on the line. But you know, when you make wagers, if you gamble a little, you win a little. But if you want a lot, you got to gamble a lot. In my eyes, this is the #1 championship in the state of Florida. In my eyes, this is the #1 belt all up and down the coast of the United States. And in my eyes, there's nothing more important in the sport of professional wrestling. And you know where I've been, you know what I've accomplished. There's nothing more important than the CCW heavyweight title. And tonight, and I'm going to say this in closing, that tonight I am going to do whatever it takes to go home with that title. Antonio Banks, you're awesome. I wish I could sit here and run you down, but I can't. You are the man. Right now, you're #1. You are the king of the hill, the king of the mountain. You have everything it takes to be the #1 man in the sport of professional wrestling. Not only CCW, but the sport of professional wrestling. There's nobody that trains harder than him. There's nobody that's faster than him. There's nobody that's stronger. There's nobody that has more will and desire than Antonio Banks right there. But the same fire I see in your eyes, my friend, is the same fire I see in my eyes when I look in the mirror. It's the same fire. Yeah, I might have a little bit of road work on me, my friend, but I still got what it takes. And tonight, me and you, in that squared circle, we're going to let it all hang out. We may shake hands, we may hug, we may fight, we might spit, we might bleed. But one thing's for sure, the integrity of that belt is up for grabs. And whether you walk out with it or I walk out with it, I will be the first man to shake your hand at the end of the night. If you beat me, I will shake your hand in front of all these people. Even though that they've turned their back and they've done whatever, I'll be the first man to shake your hand and wish you well. And if I win that title, I expect the same from you.
The gauntlet's been thrown down by the challenger Bruno Sassy. Our champion Antonio Banks will close with you, sir.
Regardless of what happens tonight, the integrity of this belt will not be compromised. I don't believe the integrity of this belt can be compromised. In recent months, Bruno, I don't know what's been going on in your head. I don't know what's been going on in your personal life.
That's been in my head.
No, you can't attribute it to your desire to have that belt, because the Bruno Sassy that I used to know would never, ever sell his soul for personal success. And I get the feeling that there are other things going on, but you know what? We won't even discuss that. Tonight, the only thing that matters is this belt. The belt that I wear, the belt that I went through hell and high water to win. You know, I appreciate you giving me the compliments, and I appreciate you acknowledging, you know, my training and my ability and my talent. But I'm not going to forget who and what it is that I'm dealing with. See, I know you're a crafty old veteran, man. You're a wily old veteran. And I think I see your game. You're going to sit out here and try to disarm me by giving me the impression that, man, you're going to be straight up. Now, you did say, you know, you're going to bring everything. You're going to hit me with everything you got. And you know what, Bruno? If you want to take that belt, you damn well better. Because in my life, I have never, ever felt so strongly about anything. This CCW title, this is my first heavyweight title. And I'm pretty sure it won't be my last. But you see this? This belt, the individual who wears this belt, means that they're the champion. It means that they worked the hardest, they fought the hardest. It means they did everything they had to do so that they could hold this down. I'm the champion. Bruno, there are times when I can say from my soul, I love you to death. And there have been times recently when I can tell you again from my soul that I hate you. But tonight, in that ring, when it comes time to defend this belt, we're not friends. We're the bitterest of enemies, because anybody trying to take this away from me is trying to take my manhood. And I'm not going to accept that. Not from anyone. Especially not from you. Tonight, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. The winner keeps the title, and the loser leaves. In my life, I've been a lot of things, but I've never been a loser. I've always been a winner. Even in defeat, I've been a winner. But tonight, damn it if I'm leaving, I ain't going nowhere. I'm your CCW heavyweight champion. I was when I walked in the building, and I will be when I walk out. That's all I got to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here, Oktoberfest. This match, no matter which way it goes, is going to take a lot out of both competitors.